After several months away, the GP4OC news is back, and as we arrive at the Hungaroring for round 11 of the 2014 Championships, the 2015 sign-ups, which have been open since Sunday the 13th of January, closed this past Friday, meaning that no one else can sign up and nobody else can now edit their choices. So while we wait for the first team news to break, let us have a look at some of the key bullet points in this silly season, and also have a look at some of the rumours that have dominated the headlines. Let's get through some of the elephants in the room. The first thing we know is that after a vote that was made 2 weeks ago, it has been decided that the 2015 season will be taken over temporarily by current Formula E host GP4OC. For those that didn't know already, Yuri had announced a few seasons ago that he will be taking a lengthy break after the 2014 season, and the plan was initially to give the series a lengthy break as well. However, as mentioned, it was decided via a 24-hour vote that the series would continue while Yuri is away, with GP4OC taking the reins for the 2015 and 2016 seasons, with the possibility of doing the 2017 season depending on when the 2016 season finishes. JW has also addressed some of the things that were recently questioned, one being the days of when the GP4OC will be on, and he has said that although there may be some tweaks, there will be no changes to the days for qualifying and the race, which is Tuesday and Wednesday, and he has also said that he is working on solutions to try and improve the quality of the streams, which has been a thing that has bugged the Formula E Championship since it started. He has also said that if none of the solutions work, he does have a plan to ensure the quality of the highlights are not affected. He also announced that despite taking over the top class, he will not be taking over GP2, as that has recently been announced in GP2's 2015 sign-up video that DTM host Dioka will be taking over GP2 temporarily while Yuri is away, but it is yet to be announced what day it will be on. Another thing that we know is that after 6 years in the sport, Caterham have announced that they will be leaving GP4OC at the end of the season and will be replaced by the American outfit known as Haas. The team is owned by American billionaire Gene Haas, who runs along with Tony Stewart the successful NASCAR team Stewart Haas Racing, and the team principal is set to be former Red Bull technical director Gunther Steiner. The team will use 2014 Ferrari engines, which is the same as what Marussia will be getting next season, in order for the American team to learn and develop so that they can make strides in 2016, which they claim will be a proper start for them. As for Caterham, it will be a sad goodbye to them, as one of the favourite backmarker teams will be leaving behind some good memories, most notably being at this year's Monaco Grand Prix, where Julius Anderson picked up the team's first ever podium in the series, which catapulted them up to 8th in the Constructors' Championship. We wish Tony Fernandez and the whole Caterham team all the very best in the future. The other things that we know is that along with Rivki Fakrezane, Alex Southgate has announced that he will be retiring from the series at the end of 2014. Alex has had a very up and down career, with his highlight year being the 2009 season, where he just missed out on the title to current Red Bull driver and then teammate at the time Miklos Gal. He will join a list of drivers who have retired at McLaren, these drivers being Yuri Marta, Evan Byrne and Vigo Holes. We wish Alex all the very best in what he does in his future endeavours. Another driver who will not be on the grid next season is current Caterham driver Cameron Anderson, who made the error of not signing up in time. With that out of the way, let's have a look at the rumours that have dominated the silly season. The first one being is that these 4 teams are more likely to keep their driver lineups the same for 2015. These are Mercedes with Jay McKenzie and Waze Kuba, Ferrari with multiple champions Florian Volker and Joseph Willows, Toro Rosso with Franco Gamba and Robert Hunter, despite Franco's poor luck this season, and Red Bull with Robert Ionescu and Miklos Gal, despite rumours previously suggesting that he would retire from the series after a 2014 riddled with bad luck. Roman Quarg is more likely to stay at Williams after an amazing season so far. However, there are question marks surrounding Will Nellie's future at the team, given that he has put Mercedes as his first choice, and the fact that they are more likely to keep both of their drivers next year could put Will in a bad spot, with drivers such as current Force India driver Amar Khan and current GP2 Championship leader Nicolas Pascali potentially also having a chance to grab the seat. 2006 Williams driver Felix Sontag has had his name mentioned for a possible return, but it is less likely that he will be at the team. Another driver rumoured to remain at their current team for next season is David Greenwood, as a result of his team Lotus switching from Renault to Mercedes Power in 2015. There are 3 teams that have caught people's attention in the driver market. These are Force India, McLaren and the new American team Haas. Haas due to the fact that they are a new team and have the most popular sign-up in the silly season, with drivers such as Kirishima De Rosa rumoured to be moving to the team after a tricky year at Lotus, along with the likes of GP2 drivers Snezana Radovojevic, Bartosz Klos, Lucas Krebs and Etienne Jones having their names mentioned, with Formula E Championship leader Felix Krebs also having his name mentioned for a possible move to the team, providing that he can win the Formula E title. McLaren and Force India have caught people's attention due to Rivki Fakrezane and Alex Southgate retiring from the series at the end of the season. However, both teams could lose their other drivers as well, which are Amar Khan and Vedra Vedrina, with Carr's name being mentioned at Williams if Will Neller doesn't get retained, and Vedrina rumoured to potentially move to either Force India or Lotus as a result of McLaren switching from Mercedes to Honda in 2015. One driver who is more likely to possibly go to McLaren next season is current Sauber driver Oliver Glazebrook, who is currently being beaten by his teammate Rick Yan and is rumoured to be wanting a change of scenery for next year. Two other drivers have had their names mentioned, the current Marussia driver Franco Lopez and current McLaren test driver Gabriel Gomez, with the pair of them looking more likely to fight it out for one of the McLaren seats. Force India is an interesting one with the likes of George Roque, Rick Yan, Vedra Rodrina, current Force India test driver Michael Mocho and Taravi Nalterion having their names mentioned to possibly drive the team next year. However, it is looking likely that DTM drivers George Roque and Michael Mocho and current Sauber driver Rick Yan are more likely to fight for one of the seats next season, with Rick having a very good year at Sauber, outpacing teammate Oliver Glazebrook, whilst both Michael Mocho and George Roque are currently in the DTM title fight. This fight will be very interesting and it is one we will definitely be looking at very closely. Amar Khan meanwhile could still get retained by the team, but that's if Williams doesn't take him on. Other rumours include Julius Anderson potentially moving to Lotus, Roberto Garma moving to Sauber, and two GP2 drivers expecting to be signed at Mana Marussia. So they are the news and rumours that are currently dominating proceedings. The first team news of the season will break at the Belgian Grand Prix next week. Who will be the first to be announced for 2015, and will there be any shocks along the way? Well, you will have to find out in the next few weeks.